What's up, guys? So here is what I got signed at Monstermania yesterday, and I'll show you what I bought at Monstermania yesterday. So I'm trying to keep it short. Me and Gina were planning on going tomorrow. We always go on a Sunday. Sunday's the deadest day, and whatever. So about a week and a half ago, talked to a friend of mine. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going on Friday. I gotta get Jericho. Blah blah blah." I'm like, Friday's gonna be a madhouse. He's like, "Yeah, but I gotta get Jericho." Okay, fine. So Gina says to me, she says, "Why don't you just go with him on Friday? You go to him and you drive down because he's going more south because it's in Cherry Hill. He lives in the middle. He's literally the same distance from me to him. He is from his house to Monstermania. So I'm like, you know what? I'll go to him. Make it everybody's life easier. I get there. There's this long fucking line. I'm like, holy fuck, that better not be the line to get in. No, it was a Tobin Bell line. The line was ridiculous. But in all fairness, it went through pretty quick because we got there at 4:45 and we left there. It was about 5:45. 7:45. I'm sorry. So it was about 4 hours ish. Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. My math is off. We were for 3 hours, but I was done quick. My friend had to wait for Jericho, and the line was dead. Now, I was gonna bring my gauntlet to get signed, but they always said no weapons. Now, that thing is not remotely. That thing has. I think if I stabbed you with a straw, you'd get hurt more than with that thing. So, I didn't bring it. So, I get there. We go in. That's not the line. That was the Tobin Bell line. We go in. I got my ticket. He already had pre-ordered his, so he went and picked this up. I got mine. And they're like, okay, it's 4:00. And they're letting everybody in. I'm like, why is this place so dead for? Like, it was seriously, like, it was for a Friday. I mean, aside from Tobin Bell, it was dead. When I got there, at least, at 4:45. So I go in the big room, and all the Return of the Living Dead people are against the wall in the back. If you've ever been to Monster Mania, the big room in the back, if you walked in straight that far corner, they were right there along that wall and then next over. So they had the whole back wall. Sweet. And then the Killer Clowns were on the other side. When you walked in, if you walk in, make to the right, they were right there. Like, great, this is fantastic. I can bang these out, done. My friends in line for Jericho's running late. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Whatever. So I go get Tar Man first, which is what I got the cover side. He was mad cool about it. And the guy, his handler goes, "Is that a Trioxon cover?" I said, "Yes, it is." He goes, "Can I see it?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Wow." He's like, "You made one?" I'm like, "I got one made for me." And I showed him a picture. He was like, "Wow." He goes, "That is really cool." He goes, "This is something you bring to here and get pictures." I said, "You know what? I would have to put it on a hand truck. And I mean, it's not heavy. It's a plastic barrel. I mean, tops it could be is maybe 25 pounds, 30 maybe. But I don't want to do all that. Gina brought up the idea of doing that, and like they did a picture of Freddy as a zombie, and she's like, "You should bring that on Sunday." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't want to fucking lug it around. It's a pain in the fucking ass. I'm in and out." 10 years ago, maybe. Now I'm not. I'm too tired for this shit. So I get Tommy Miller talking. I show him the picture. I show him the inside with the zombie inside. He's like, "Wow." He goes, "Someone made it for you." I told him, who made it for me, blah, blah, blah. He's like, "That is, wow." He goes, "That is so awesome. Thank you, blah, blah, blah." So I'm like, you know what? Killer Clowns had the pro photo op at 6:30 in costume, which I was going to do, but I'm like, you know what? I'd rather use that money for something else, which I'm glad I did because I bought stuff. So I go get Slim first because Fatso had a line, which is crazy. Fatso had like 4 people on his line. Slim had one guy in front of me. He was mad cool talking. He's like about the figures, and he actually, if I had seen the new ones coming out, I said, "Yeah, I can't wait." He actually, if I saw the animatronics, I own it. I showed him the picture of my other room with the statues. He's like, "That's your house?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's not your house." He was like really cool about it. I'm like, "Dude, yeah, it's my house." I'm like, why would I show you someone else's house?" I said, "This is my house." He goes, "Wow." He goes, that must have cost you a fortune. I'm like, "Well, over time, last, 15-ish, 17 years, buying all that statues and shit, obviously." So then I'm sitting there and we were talking. And I was honest with her. I said my favorite kill of the whole movie was in Killer Clowns when Slim's making the puppets and made the T-Rex and he had all people. I thought that to me that was the coolest kill, and I told him flat out. So we were just talking whatever, and I'm like, and that was it. And got a picture with him, and went over to get Fatso. There's Fatso. And everybody, I sent this to Gina, she goes, "Oh my God, a pink paint pen." I'm like, holy fuck, why'd I show? Because everything with Gina has to be pink. Gina has pink guns. She has pink ammo cans. Pink ammo cans. She actually has a Muddy Girl camo can. Like, ammo can. Like, literally, Muddy Girl is pink camo. Google it, okay? Gina has a pink bag, like she keeps like it's small. It's like magazines, her glasses. She wants her shooting glasses or earplugs, But I have my school bags. We usually if we go shoot, everything was in my school bag anyway to make a difference. So she's like, "Oh my God, a pink paint pen!" And I sent the picture to her, whatever, and that we were talking, whatever, and he said his exact words were, "What part of New York are you from?" I'm like, "Well, I live in Jersey now." I said, "But I was born in Brooklyn. I lived in Queens." He's like, "Yeah, the accent gave it away." I said, "Well, there's a shocker. A Guinea born in Brooklyn." He started laughing. Mad cool. Mad cool. So, talking whatever, and I asked him, if he's seen the other figures coming out. And I asked him if he ever seen the animatronics. He said, "Yeah, they're pretty cool." And the rumor has it that Jumbo, Fatso, and Rudy, those are one of the three for Spirit for animatronics for this year. Listen, I'll be happy with any one of those three. Jumbo, Fatso, or Rudy. Any one of those three, I'll be ecstatic for. I don't care. Don't care. I just put it down. I'll find a fucking spot. I'll find a spot for it, but I'll find a spot for it. Anyway, so then I go get the chick to play Tina for Eternal Living Dead. She was so nice. Like, she's just like small. She's tiny, soft-spoken. She's definitely from the South. There's no way she's from up here. She's definitely a Southern girl. She has that soft-spoken, quiet voice. And I was telling her when I was a kid, I saw it in a movie theater. And, back in the days, horror movies were frowned upon because of the nudity or whatever. And that's what my mom didn't like. She's like, "Really, the nudity?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was talking about a curse. It's not a curse. Didn't bother her. The murders didn't bother her because we knew it was fake. But the nudity, because, 11, 12-year-old kid, 13-year-old kid, you couldn't do that back, Things are different now, 40 years later. And I said, I hope they re-release it in the theater for the 40th anniversary. I'd love to see it again in the theaters. And we're just talking, and I showed her the can. She goes, "Oh my God." She goes, "You got that made?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh my God, that is so cool." So now, get my picture, I leave. Now, I didn't need Miguel Nunez. I had met him at Chiller 2010. But I wanted to just ask him a question from the movie real quick, because in the movie, Return of the Living Dead, remember the part when they were all in the chapel, and they had to go secure the chapel, and him and Scuzz and Bert and the other guy were running to go secure it. Scuzz fell. And I asked him, I said, was that an accident and he just left it in? Or did he do it to be funny? He goes, "I really don't remember." He goes, "He probably did it on purpose and nobody cared and he just left it in." I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever." Then I go get the girl. I forgot her name. The girl that ran back to the warehouse with the guy. The girl with the purple hair. And I'm looking at, and mind you, everybody's autographs they had a separate price for an autograph, separate price for a photo, or a combo. Now, I only needed a photo with the other Return of the Dead people. I had Tom Matthews. I got him again years ago at Monstermania. He was done. I didn't get a picture with the guy to play Tom Man because I got one of Monstermania years ago. I seen the autograph. So I go to the chick that, whatever her name was in the fucking movie, the one that went back to the warehouse. $70 for an autograph and you get a free photo. I didn't want an autograph. So listen, I'm like, "Can I just throw you like 30 for a photo?" The guy's like, "No, we're really not doing photos, doing autographs." I said, "Yeah, okay, I understand that, but I don't need an autograph. I just want a picture with her." He's like, "Sorry, you're only doing 70 for an autograph and you get a free photo. Go scratch your ass." Literally said, "I could go scratch your ass." I walked away. Now, at this point in time, I'm done. My Monstermania day is complete. Finito, out. My friend's still alive for Jericho. Jericho's not there yet. There's a big, and inside they do like a maze, like a people like this. It's like fucking playing Mousetrap. Like this. They're just in the thing. And he's maybe like 10 people up on the line going to the big room. So he's like, I'm like, listen, dude, I'm here. You're my ride back. I ain't going nowhere. So walked around the vendor rooms, bought some stuff for Gina. All the shit she buys, they have all the stuff. I bought her a fucking chocolate because she likes her milk chocolate malt balls. Those are her fucking favorite thing. So I got a couple of those. I was at all table. I got a couple of cool witch things for her, and then I'm walking around, and then the one guy always has figures there, and I never go on a Friday. So when I go there on Sunday, he sold out of everything. But I went there on a Friday. He goes, "Oh, you coming on a Friday today?" I said, "Yeah, I never come on a Friday." He said, "Well, I got a lot of stuff today." So he had Return of the Living Dead clothes 2-pack with Trash and Suicide. I'm like, all right, I can get this, go get it signed. I'm like, nah, whatever. So like, okay, I have enough money for 2 figures here. What do I want to get? So I'm thinking to myself, what do I want to get? So I'm looking. I'm like, okay, definitely getting that. I'm going to get that. And this is what I got. So these were 70 each, the guy charged me. But he had 70 each. But he said, give me 130, we'll call it even. I said, sweet, so I gave him 130. Now, I was going to get them both regardless. But if you guys remember, about 10 years ago, less than 10 years ago, remember when NECA made the first Evil Dead 2-pack with Ash and the whatever the hell it was? And now it's like impossible to find. When Gina got that for me for Christmas that year, I didn't like it. I thought it was a Chucky 2-pack. That's what I thought it was. And I'm like, whatever. And then I don't know, a couple of years later, whatever it was, I realized, I'm like, holy shit. No way. Wow. How much is it going for now? So you know what? Let me grab this now before it goes through the fucking roof and I gotta fucking sell one of my cats to get a figure. So I'm like, I'm grabbing it now. They had the Beetlejuice there. He had a ton of Beetlejuices, so I'm not worried about not finding Beetlejuice. And he had the Return of the Living Dead, the clothed one, which I'm going to get eventually, but not now. I'm going to get it later on. But these are the two. I wanted this. And I'm praying. They just did Monstermania. It was either last March or August of 13. They did one convention like within the last year or so. And I'm so mad because this wasn't out. But I'm hoping that they come back and do something else because I'll get it signed. So, and just between me, he had the Howling figure from what the fuck company is that? Syndicate Collectibles. But it was $75 for it. Listen, it was a cool looking figure, but I don't think I'm dropping $75 in that figure. It's cool as it is. 50, more than likely. 75, nah. And Gina would have been like, buy it. Because Gina has this thing where she's noticed that a lot of times if you don't buy something when you first see it, there's a good chance you're never going to get it again. And that's the way my life has been with this stuff for a while. Because you don't see it, you forget it, you don't get it, and the next thing you know, you can't get it, and you got to fucking, So, whatever. But yeah, so I got these guys. I don't know what I'm putting, so just with Square, I'm going to put those guys back on the wall, and the other Killer Clown. I didn't get the other guy. I brought Shorty, even though the guy wasn't going to be there. But the guy that played, I don't know what even clown he fucking played. I think it was Rudy, I'm not sure. I'm like, what? I'm not going to get a picture of him. I got the clowns, I got the figures of, whatever. No big deal. So, I got those signed. I bought these. I got that signed. And that was it. So that was my Monstermania. It was literally, honestly, if Gina would have came with me yesterday, we would have been out of there 5:30. Yeah, easy. Cause by the time I got done with everybody, it was about 4:45, if that. And by the time I walked around all the vendor areas and sat down in the lobby, it was about 5:30. I texted my friend and said, hey, I walked through everything. I'm waiting for you. He's like, Jericho's not here yet. I'm like, fuck. And he texted me about 15 minutes later. He goes, Jericho just got here. I'm like, sweet. And I'm just sitting there playing games on my phone, There's a guy walking around as Art the Clown. Another guy walking around dressed as with the pig mask from Saw. And we're like, all right, this is, whatever. I'll just chill here. And my friend texted me. He goes, I'm 3 away. I'm like, sweet. And he came out. He goes, where do you want to meet? I'm like, meet me where the Tobin Bell one was. Out. It was like 5:40, 6:45. Went and got 7-Eleven. We got back to his house. It was about, let me see, a little after 8, maybe 8:10. I got in, flew up here. I got home, it was a little after 9. I went in my room. I went to sleep. I was so fucking tired. It was exhausted. My back hurts. I did like 12,000 steps yesterday. I stepped count on my phone. So my keto must have been through the fucking roof. Well, actually, no, I had 7-Eleven, so I probably just killed it. 7-Eleven taquitos are the fucking best. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. I can eat those things all day. That's my that. 7-Eleven taquitos and White Castle. Not the frozen ones, the real ones, because there's one not far from here. Which I haven't had White Castle since like before New Year's. Me and Gina went on an excursion and had White Castle. And it was, oh my God, it was so fucking good. So fucking good. The frozen ones don't count. I'm telling you right now. So those of you who don't have White Castle near you, the frozen ones, they don't count. You gotta try to find one that's close to you, and if it's like an hour away, it's so worth the drive. I'm telling you right now. Get a Crave Clutch. It's 20 burgers. I get cheese. I love cheeseburgers. I love White Castle cheeseburgers. And get an order of chicken rings. With ranch dip. That's my preference. Ranch dip, chicken rings. And Gina likes the 2021 burger. They have the crab cake burger. And they make sloppy joes. There's another thing they make really good. They used to make, what they used to make? They used to do it for Lent. There was something Lent related. There was a fish sandwich. They used to do it because now Lent is here and all that horse shit. So you can't eat meat on Friday till Easter. Well, I'm sorry, but I hate to break this to you, but I had taquitos last night. And last time I checked, steak was meat. So I'm going to hell anyway. But that's just, whatever. I give a fuck. Anyway, point is, if you live a distance from a White Castle, make a day of it. Go. You will not regret it. You will not be disappointed. Frozen ones, not the same. You have to go buy a physical. If you like me and you can scarf down food, I get a Crave Clutch. There's 20 burgers. We usually get 15 cheese and 5 ham because Gina likes ham burgers. I like cheeseburgers. So I'll eat like maybe 10. She'll eat like maybe 3 hamburgers. And we'll take the rest home. And then I'll just put them in the fridge. And my brother will eat them later on. But back in the days when I was a fat, when I weighed 350, and I did weigh 350 at one point. Now I'm like, well, was it yesterday? I was 231 yesterday. See, I did lose 120 pounds. I used to do 30 White Castle burgers, 30 burgers, a large chicken wing, which is 20, a large fry in one sitting while watching either wrestling pay-per-view or a football game. No bullshit. No bullshit. Another one? You guys are going to throw up when I tell you this one. Either wrestling or football. A large Philly cheesesteak deep dish pizza from Domino's and 40 boneless wings. One sitting. For me. Not for Gina. Gina got her little 8 wings. She ate 3. And her little personal pizza, which she had 3 slices. If that. Then it would sit in the fridge for like 3 years and then fermented to like, the pizza monster. So yeah, that's when I was a fat fuck. But anyway, again, if you're a distance from White Castle, make a day of it. It's so worth it. I can't explain how good they are. It just, again, being from New York, I had one 10 blocks from my house. And we used to drink I'm going back now when I was, 21, 22. Friday night, we sit in the schoolyard drinking. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, we're fucking starving. Let's walk to White Castle. We'd walk to White Castle. Over 24 hours. Bunch of drunken idiots walking in there and getting hamburgers and cheeseburgers and whatever. And that was our Friday night. Alcohol